Oh, you thought you still had a minute to get left in the stream. Oh, you thought that countdown timer was like real? You thought that countdown timer was like actually what was going on? You thought, oh, we had like 54 seconds left until the start of stream? Wrong. I'm starting stream now. Usually, I need the 5 minutes to like post on my socials that I'm live and like prep and stuff, but I kind of was on the ball today and I got bored. I get bored sitting there sometimes watching the timer go down. I'm like, and the people watching must feel this too. The people watching must be like, oh my god, get on with the show already. Jesus. Hi, everybody. How are we? I. Long time no see. Long time no see. It's been since Thursday. It's been so long. Do you still remember me? Oh god, it's my commission. Holy cow. Oh my god. Hey. Funny, fancy seeing you here. My hat. Thank you. Oh, thank God. Thank God my hat's here. Very important. I really need to make a sound redeem so that I know when the hat comes on, other than just seeing it. It is your commission because you are my most imminent deadline, and I wanted to get started on some Miku-ing. Who doesn't love Miku, man? Who doesn't love Miku? I'm gonna have, I guess you could say, a week off, technically. Because I'm going to C2E2 this weekend in Chicago, and if you know me, you know I'm somewhere between Toronto and Ottawa in a mysterious third place. And I've never been to Chicago, and it's the first time I'm ever flying to go to a convention, and I'm scared and I'm nervous, but I'm gonna be so brave. I'm gonna be so stinking brave, you don't even know. You don't even know how brave I am. I'm the bravest man in the world. Um, The idea of watching someone make your comm is so fun. That was me when Bunchata was working on Zenirith. She had like a couple of streams where she would like work on the model art of Zenirith on stream, and I remember specifically being there watching and being in chat and being like what? Me? Oh my god. No, never. Me? Never. My mic is too loud. Ooh, she's loud. She's quiet. Recently got into Jujutsu Kaisen. It has me in a chokehold now. Send help. I've never gotten into it. I've never gotten into it because I'm worried if I get into it, it's just gonna be the over for me. I keep seeing. Is Jujutsu Kaisen the one with those little gay boys? Gojo? Is he gay or am I just on the right side? Am I just on the wrong side of Twitter? Is Gojo actually gay or am I just on beautiful Twitter? Because all I see is like gay Jujutsu Kaisen fan art on like Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, and that's all I know about it. That's all I know. I need to get into new shows and new movies and stuff. The most recent thing I watched was Severance. I've successfully convinced two friends to watch Severance, and they've been live posting their Severance reactions to me. One of them just finished the second season. The other one just finished the first season. And their live posts when I know what's happening in Severance is so funny because they watched me live post Severance having no clue what the hell I was talking about. And they're like, wow, this show seems like it really hurts. And I'm like, yes, it does. And now they get to experience that. Now they get to experience my anguish and my heartache. Um, I forgot to turn the music on. Oh, that's why. Never mind. I purposely have the music off for a reason. We need to listen to about 34 seconds of audio. Um, if you wouldn't mind. If you're on YouTube, you won't be able to hear this. If you're on Twitch, you can hear it just fine. But has anybody else has anybody seen the Minecraft movie actually? Because I guess this is a spoiler for the Minecraft movie if you haven't seen the Minecraft movie. But there's a song in the Minecraft movie. I have not seen the movie. There's a song in the Minecraft movie that has haunted my brain and haunted my house. Um, and it is 34 seconds long. I would like to play it for you if you would let me. If you don't want to hear a silly spoiler-free song from the Minecraft movie, this is your notice to mute. Um, at the top left corner, the song will change when we start playing the next song in the queue, which won't be a Minecraft song. But I need to play the song for you guys, okay? Welcome in, Chameleon. Thank you so much for binging the VODs. Oh my god. I'm so glad that people have been watching the VODs. That's really sweet. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the party. Steve's lava chicken. It haunts me. They're just la 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 lava chicken. Steve's lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. My partner brought up a good point. My partner Peter. Um, they just are like unafraid of saying hell in a children's movie, which is kind of beautiful. I don't like this. I love it personally. This is haunting a little bit. They just like I'm I'm convinced they just let um Jack Black go like free in the Minecraft movie. Like they actually like didn't give him a script. He just actually did all that for like sport. Oh my god, my setup. Please fix yourself. Thank you. Okay. We're actually going to start patterning. Despite popular belief, I actually do pattern on this. I actually do pattern on these streams, despite popular belief. Let's get started on Miku. I am patterning her little blue over jacket and her little black undershirt thingy. I am going to start with the jacket, excuse me, because I just wanna, man. What reason do you want from me? I'm gonna try and get these images larger. There we go. I have reference images on my other monitor, and they're kind of tiny and sad. Okay, so she's got like a mandarin collar. Okay, I can do that. I have so many commissions on the go right now, which is really, really awesome. I'm really, really grateful for it. I've had so many people come to me lately wanting me to make really, really cool stuff. Like, what do I have in my commission queue, actually? Let me give you specifics. I've got this Miku, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm getting commissioned to make a Chuck E. Cheese costume. Somebody from Monster Hunter, Odette, like Barbie Odette, Heartsteel Yon from League of Legends, Cece from Tears of the Kingdom, a coat from Dragon Age, and then, ooh, wait, that one's done. I can put that over in my done section. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I've got some really fun patterns on the, agenda, I guess is the word for it. Some really fun patterns coming up on the agenda. Dude, I am so excited for the Chuck E. Cheese. I I try and like I try and answer all of my sorry, this top immediately looks crazy. I try to answer all of my like commission requests with a certain level of like professionalism to them because like I'm running a business here. However, all of it went out the window when I got a message from somebody in my commission thing that was like, "Can you make Chuck E. Cheese?" I was like, "Oh my god. Yes, I can. Absolutely, yes, I can." Oh my god. It's like specifically It's specifically like a coat that he wore in the 90s, which is really wonderful to me. I'm like, yes, bring me niche Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I don't care. This is the thing about commissions. I don't care if it's like the most niche thing in the world. I don't care if you think it's weird. I will love it. I will love it. If you're ashamed of what you're cosplaying, I'm not. I will take any commission. I don't care how vague it is. You could come to me and you could be like, can you pattern my OC? And I'd be like, yes. Oh my god. Sometimes the excitement takes over the professionalism. I get it so hard. No, seriously. I try and keep a level of professionalism, but then at the same time, like, I'm 23. Oh my god, wait. Guys, it's my birthday tomorrow. I forgot to say that. It's my birthday tomorrow. I turn 24 tomorrow. Um, I'm 23. Like, as much as I want to pretend that I'm like a certain level of professional, and I am. Like, I run a business. I've been running a business for 3 years. I'm also just a guy. I'm also silly. But yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. Um, I keep forgetting to say that because I keep forgetting that my birthday's tomorrow because my birthday has been overshadowed by C2E2 prep. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my god, another yippee. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's been overshadowed entirely by C2E2 prep. I have been in the trenches. Oh my god, wait, do you guys actually... Wait. Do I have it? Do you guys want to see some sneak peeks at my C2E2 lineup? You guys are actually the first people to see this. This is what I'm wearing to C2E2. Saturday and Sunday might be switched around. I'm not quite sure. But this is what I have packed. I have Western Joker for Friday. About a month ago, a friend messaged me and was like, hey, we have one space left in our Western DC Comics group. It's the Western Gotham group. Do you want to be the Joker? And if you know me, you know that like 5 years ago, I made a joke that I was never going to cosplay the Joker. And if I ever cosplayed the Joker, you had to like kill me. I'm cosplaying the Joker and I'm going to kill it. And I'm gonna eat it up, frankly. Um, it's the original design. It's pulled together from a couple things that I made, and then also mostly thrifted materials, honestly. The proper debut of my Rhea cosplay, not just me half wearing it at Elimination Chamber. So I get to be like a like cute. I was just say cute buff wrestler girl. I'm not buff in any sense. I am 5'4" and squishy. I have always said I have the upper body strength of a toddler. And then Sunday's Bobo. My queen. My little queen Bobo. I just packed all my costumes today in my suitcase. And it's my first time flying with costumes. And my first time flying alone as an adult with a checked bag. And I'm nervous. I'm like, what if they lose my stuff? And then for C2E2, I'm wearing nothing. Wait, where's the second image? Where'd you go? And these are sneak peeks of what each of the costumes look like. I fixed the bandana since then. The bandana looks a little bit better now. It looked kind of scary here in a not fun way. I fixed it since then. But this is like your sneak peek at what Joker's giving. And then my face is gonna be white. My ears are gonna be white. Painting my ears is gonna be crazy. Miss Ripley. Miss Ripley, I accidentally kind of gave her like Hollywood bangs almost. But I'm here for it. I think it's kind of cute. And then Bobo, who we've seen. Did you also make the Joker? I made the bandana and I made the vest. The jacket we actually thrifted 3 years ago. The first time Peter ever came to visit me in Canada before he moved here. Because he cosplayed the Joker. And then our other friend Sam wore my Harley. And then I wore Robin. Those photos have never seen the light of day because I didn't like how I looked as Robin, but I do have a Robin cosplay. I'd love to rewear it someday. Like, I'm talking Robin, like, with the booty shorts and the cape. Like, it's a costume I forget I have. I really should wear it to a con. Maybe YetiCon. Maybe Robin just gallivants around YetiCon. And then I added the band around the hat, but the hat I bought, the shirt is thrifted, the pants, I thrifted like 5 years ago. The suspenders that I'm wearing underneath, I bought like 5 years ago. But the vest, I made this in one night. and it's kind of janky in some spots, but I'm also really proud of it for something that I made literally in 3 hours. I thought Sunday was Femme Monty for a second. Like Montgomery Gator? No, because I would eat that. I would eat a Montgomery Gator costume. Like, I'm not even ashamed to say that. I would kill it. I would absolutely eat a Femme Monty costume. Excuse me. How... Trying to get a better look at these sleeves. They kind of just seem like around the elbow. They just bell out. Like 8 inches. Come on. There we go. But yeah, C2 is going to be really, really fun. Simply because, dude, fun, joy, and whimsy. I am going to have to, like, do some start a little rough and then smooth things out. Come on. There we go. Okay, no. Other way. There we go. I'm gonna make them longer. Ice cream. One of my fave costumes I've made. A Lolita Freddy Fazbear? Wait. Oh my god? No. That sounds so stinking cute. I live in a Funtime Foxy like that. Stop. I always see like the Mangle cosplayers who make like cute frilly little dresses for Mangle and then cover them in like children's art supplies and then like burn them and tear them up because obviously Mangle's whole thing is like being ripped apart and torn apart and whatever. And I keep like thinking that I want to make a Mangle so bad, but I don't really have time because I don't have any conventions. Maybe Fan Expo, but I kind of wanted to wear Rhea again and wear Bolin to Fan Expo. And then I have Chapel. I'm making a Chapel Roan costume. But God, I need to make another FNAF costume. I've forgotten my roots. As the FNAF guy. People don't understand. If I go too long without cosplaying Five Nights at Freddy's, I start getting twitchy. I was considering a Funtime Freddy in a Masked Victorian PVC vibe. Who knows? Ooh. That sounds so fun. What's your cons you usually go to? Every year I'm guaranteed to be at Fan Expo Canada. But other than that, that's honestly usually it. This is the first year that I've actually like branched out. First year since like I had 1 year pre-pandemic where I started to go to other cons. And then the pandemic happened and that kind of ate into everything. This is the first year that I've like tried to go to different conventions. So I went to Broadway Con in February. I'm going to C2E2 this weekend. And then YetiCon in June. And then Fan Expo. And I think that's it. Unless we decide to do another con. But right now, we are planning to go visit Peter's family. Because Peter's American. We're planning to go visit his family in September. And that's going to mean that we're in Florida. So we might go to Epic Universe. Because tickets for Epic Universe are really, really cheap. Really, really cheap. They're at their cheapest at the beginning of September when everybody goes back to school. So we're going to try and see if we can swing that. But we'll see how things shake out. Because I'm a little hesitant about going to the States in general. But Peter has not seen his family in over a year. So we're definitely going to go see his family. He moved here. We saw his family, and then he immediately got caught in, like, immigration hell and couldn't leave the country for a year. So, the couple days before a con are surreal. They just have a vibe. I don't know how to explain it. No, seriously. Seriously. Right now, I'm like, I gotta get this work done. I don't like how sudden of a transition this is. 1, 2. I'm gonna scoot things out a little bit. That's better. A little looser, but better. Like, I'm getting all my work done today because I know that, like, Tuesday and Wednesday I'm gonna be, like, in a super weird limbo state, of just, like, anxiety. But by the time that we get on, like, on the plane on Thursday, or even off the plane and I get my bag in my hand, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm just so nervous about the bag. I'm so nervous about, like, losing my bag that it feels like it's driving me crazy. This by itself is such a funny little top. Sorry. Like, we've almost got boob showing. We've got, like, a slight amount of under boob. It's so silly. I'm gonna get a crack on the start of this, though. The front of this, at least. Yeah, I would love to go to more conventions. It's simply that just the state of the world right now makes going to conventions so stinking scary. Woodwear. So it's so cute. So Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Civilian. Hello? What are they wearing in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Civilian? Like, what are the civilians wearing? Wait, let me look at the back. Okay, the back actually kind of swoops down a little bit. That's interesting. Does that go? Yeah, that almost does. I am going to take you and go cut so. There we go. I didn't play Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh, did that just... Yeah, that did just kill what I had. Cruel. I played Thrillville Off the Rails for the Nintendo Wii, which essentially was Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I was obsessed with it. It was the world to me. And I still stand by that it was such a good game. It's on Steam, Thrillville, and I find that so funny. Like, the idea of taking this Wii game and that is from, like, 15 years ago, and they're still selling it on Steam for, like, 19 bucks. Like, I don't know, something about that tickles me. How do I feel about that silhouette? No. How do I feel about that silhouette? I feel no. Nintendo's making a Tomodachi Life 2. I know. I know. I am so excited. I'm 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 so excited. Um, I said this the stream I had directly after the direct, but I used to make One Direction in Tomodachi Life, and make one of them a woman so that they could be gay with each other. Like, that's my Tomodachi Life legacy. These days, I would entirely make, like, my OCs that I have with my friends. Like, Merciless Gecko, my beautiful mod Kimber. We have, like, 7 or 8, at this point, different pairings of our OCs that we, like, ship together. That I'm so obsessive about, to a point that I have one of our ships, as my mousepad. And, like, I'm just gonna make all my OCs and then just set them free in Tomodachi Life and see what happens. Maybe they'll fall in love with the person they're meant to fall in love with. Maybe they'll fall in love with somebody else terrifying. And also, Nintendo put out an apology. They put out an apology after people were mad that you could be gay in the last Tomodachi Life, and they said next time they make Tomodachi Life, you can be gay. So, I need my gay people in my Tomodachi Life. My brother broke my 3DS along with all my save data. It was a digital copy. No. No. That is so sad. No. I hope you can make a beautiful save in Tomodachi Life 2 that outclasses the first one in every way. I hope you can recapture that magic. How'd I cut and sew those? Oh my god, Joe. Barely eat. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. None of my OCs or my fave characters will be safe. Never. 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 I'm turning them all into baby girl. I remember I would make like my favorite characters. I specifically remember making Steve and Bucky from the Marvel Cinematic Universe because around the time Tomodachi Life came out, I was really into One Direction and I was really into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, specifically the Captain America movies. And I literally I would put Steve and Bucky in maid dresses and like baby girlify them before baby girlifying a man was like a title that like the internet used. I was a pioneer. I was a pioneer of baby girlification. This is what they don't tell you. I was there. I was the pioneer. That's a little too much of a curve, I think. Like, I'm gonna be no man is safe in my Tomodachi Life save. If there is a man in my Tomodachi Life save, he will be baby girlified. Trust. Trust. Ugh. Why am I like nasty today? Gonna make launch, BRB. Be so safe. Be so safe, my launcher. Okay, that's almost on the point. There we go. Oh yeah, it's denim, so when you zoom in, there's a texture. I was like, what is that? That's denim. No, I'm crazy about Tomodachi Life 2. I'm really hoping it's not a Switch 2 exclusive, because I don't... Love and Light to the Switch 2, it looks great. It looks awesome. But the Nintendo Switch 2 costs nearly 650 Canadian dollars. That's a lot of money. So... And my Switch works fine. My Switch is like a used one I bought in like 2018, and it still works. So I'm not like in any rush to replace it. But, you know, if there's a good deal on the Switch 2, maybe. Maybe. I got my friend into mouth washing and they won't stop sending me screenshots and meme of them. They blame me for all of it. It's so beautiful to get your friends into something that you're obsessed with, and then they get into it like worse than you do. I've done that with Five Nights at Freddy's with people, and it's the best thing ever. I'm like, yes, yes, come get obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's with me. Come get obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes. Have you guys seen the FNAF 2 trailer? Have you seen it? Have you seen that they put my son in there? Wait. Have you seen that they put my son in there?
Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael!
Help me! No, I need a better picture of him. Can you show me a better picture of him? No, not that one. Oh my god. Let me see him in high quality, please. Dude. Unironically, you can laugh at me all you want. Unironically, Balloon Boy is one of my favorite FNAF animatronics. Like, not even a joke. I think he's awesome. I think he's so cool. I love his stupid little hat, and his stupid little shirt, his stupid little buttons, and his stupid little balloon. And obviously, I suspected they were going to put him into the movie, for obvious reasons. It's FNAF 2. It's the game that Balloon Boy is from. I did not expect to see him from the trailer. And he's so... Balloon Boy in the first movie was so awesome. I love that they just, like, randomly brought him in as, like, a little jump scare for fun. I thought the tiny Balloon Boy figure was so cute. But this full look at the animatronic, this freak, oh, I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him. He showed up, I audibly gasped. Because I was sitting down here in the basement doing work. And Peter had all the lights off in the room because he has been getting into drag, and he was like taking photos of his drag makeup. So he was like using the photo set up behind me. And I like stopped everything and I was like, Peter, come over here. Come over here. The trailer is out. and we watched it together, and I was like, when Balloon Boy showed up, because I was like, oh, that's my little guy. No, no. No, can we get a look at Mangle, please? Can we find a picture of Mangle? I want to see Mangle. Other movie, Mangle. Please. Please, show me my darling. No. From the teaser. From the teaser, please. There you are! My princess! My princess! That's my princess! I am so stupidly hyped to see Mangle. And we only saw Mangle for like a second at most. But the way that Mangle moves reminds me of like the way that they puppeteered C2E in the Little Shop of Horrors movie. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very specific thing. But I love the Little Shop movie to a point that I'm gonna get a Little Shop tattoo soon. And I just love puppeteering. I love a movie with puppets. And God, Mangle looks so good, you guys. Oh my God. I cried watching it, dude. I was close. I was close. I made like an Instagram story, which was me like yelling at my phone, being like, Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's. And that was me like trying to maintain some sort of professionalism. Does Mangle have eyelashes? I can't tell if this right here, where my mouse is an eyelash or not. You know what? You know what? We're taking a break. Chapel, please. We're turning the desktop audio on. We're watching the teaser. Because she's girl boss. We're watching the teaser.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now. 5, 4, 3.
They're out there, Mike.
2.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause for a second. It just kicked me out of full screen for some reason. Let me go back to him. People keep making fun of him on Twitter and saying he has micro bangs. People keep making fun of Mike and saying he has micro bangs. I don't think he has micro bangs. I just think he has a fresh haircut. It looks like they cut Josh Hutcherson's hair and then immediately started filming instead of like cutting his hair and giving him like 2 weeks to grow it out. But everybody on Twitter is clowning on him and I'm like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. The Josh Hutcherson memes are starting again. I will defend him with my life. I will defend him with my life. Peter and I say that I was about to say Peter and I very famously. My partner Peter and I started a collection as a joke when he first moved here 2 years ago. We love going to used DVD stores and buying like DVDs and VHSs. We started trying to see if we could collect every single Josh Hutcherson movie. And now I have a parasocial relationship with Josh Hutcherson because we have every movie except for like 4 of them. I don't have a parasocial relationship in a way where like I want to date him or whatever. I have a parasocial relationship with Josh Hutcherson where like we used to pick apples on Papa's orchard together, like you know what I mean? Like I have like a I have like a fondness for him. I can't even say it with a straight face. Anyways.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
How slow can I play this? How slow can we watch Mangle? 0.25. Okay. Oh, the audio sucks. Oh, the audio sucks and that didn't even make it any better. Whatever. Mangle! I can't tell if that's an eyelash. It might be. I don't know. Oh my god, Steve Raglan. I love you, Five Nights at Freddy's. The fact that it's coming out in December and not in the Halloween season is a little crazy to me, though. FNAF feels so Halloween season to me, and the first movie coming out in October made so much sense. I kind of, I'm kind of sad about it. I kind of miss it. But nevertheless, we do in fact persevere. They can't stop us. God, Five Nights at Freddy's, you guys. Five Nights at Freddy's is real, and they made it for me. Color. I have like the shape of this done, but I want color. I might also bring this up actually. And then this is like too big. This is too big, but then that does not need to go out. There we go. It was a smidgen poor fitting. Same with here. Be a little tighter. That's better. I hope we get a new, like, Josh Hutcherson whistle meme with this movie releasing. I'm crocheting a giant Minecraft chicken for the Minecraft movie. I love that. Have you guys seen, like, the videos of people... Oh, fair warning, you're about to hit an ad break if you're not subscribed on Twitch. My apologies. The people, like, freaking out at the Minecraft movie about the chicken jockey scene and, like, cheering. Because those clips are killing me. The people just, like, losing their minds about the chicken jockey. And, like, throwing their popcorn. It's crazy to me. Like, I understand you're excited. I'm also excited. That's crazy. Not curved enough. Could be more curved. There we go. I feel a little better about that. I actually want to bring this back in. To the angels on the circle. Oh my god. No, there's the ads. Okay, delayed. Thanks, Twitch. Twitch was like, they're starting in 5 seconds, and then there was like 30 seconds between the 5 seconds ending and the ads starting. I don't know if I want to spend my money on the Minecraft movie, to be quite honest. It's really expensive to go to the movies here. Be brave. It's horribly expensive to go to the movies here. For no good reason. It should not cost like $50 for 2 people to go to the movies. That's crazy. I can't afford that. So I want to see the Minecraft movie, but I don't know if I want to pay the money to see the Minecraft movie. So I might wait until it comes out on streaming. It's not like the Minecraft movie needs my money. They're doing really, really well in the box office. It's the best 3-day opening for a video game movie ever, which is crazy because the Mario movie raked in money hand over fist. Collar. That's what we were gonna do. Ugh. Why am I, like, randomly congested? It's always when I start streaming that I'll get, like, randomly congested for no reason. I think, like, my body has something against streaming. I'm not sure what, but it's something. Welcome back from ads. Welcome back. Missed you forever. Yeah, I'd like to see the Minecraft movie. It's just expensive, so I don't know if I'll go see it. But I will be there for Five Nights at Freddy's. Guaranteed. You will see me at Five Nights at Freddy's. Multiple times. Especially because it's not going to be on streaming. The joy of the first Minecraft movie was that it immediately released on streaming. So I immediately could start watching it in my home. Because we saw it early at the Canadian premiere. And then we saw it the day it opened locally in theaters. Because it only played in my local theaters for 2 days. Like that, I think the FNAF movie came out on like Friday. I think it was only there like the Friday, the Saturday, and then they weren't playing it in my town anymore. So we went to go see it at the Canadian premiere. Then we went to go see it in theaters the next day. And then we went home and we proceeded to watch it like 7 more times that weekend. In like the first 5 days of Five Nights at Freddy's release, I think Peter and I watched that movie like 9 times. Which sounds crazy. And it was. And I'm gonna do it again with the second one. I don't care. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can stop Five Nights at Freddy's. Because yeah, I am ready for Freddy, actually. Abracadabra! I might go make my mom see the second one with me again. I made her watch the first one with me. Oh my god. I could never show my mom the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because she wouldn't appreciate it, and then it would make me sad. Love my mom as I do. That's no shade against my mom. My mom is awesome. She's just also... I made her... I think it was the Batman I made my mom go see with me. And my mom was like, never ask me to go see one of your movies again. I was like, sorry, girl. I did not realize that Batman was going to be 3 hours long. Okay, that looks like Garbo. We're not going to do that. There are too many curve points on this. This looks crazy. I love my mom. She was like, I don't know what they are in the animatronics. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, sorry. There are dead children in those robots. That is a key component of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. I'm so sorry, Mom. I hate to be the one to tell you this. My mom would see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and she wouldn't like it. She'd be like, that was a bad movie. And I'd be like, you don't understand, girl. You do not understand. But she supports me. I'll never forget making my mother and my stepdad go see the Justice League with me. And they were like, Peyton, love you so much. We don't want to go watch your movies with you anymore. And I was like, you know what? After this one, I understand. I understand and I respect your decision, actually. Oh. I was like, I also wouldn't want to go see movies with me anymore if I took you to the movies and we saw the Justice League. And I love DC Comics. I love DC Comics. I have a giant Harley Quinn tattoo on my thigh, but the Justice League was... It was a movie. It sure was a movie that, you know, existed. I made my dad watch it with me and he got mad at me because I wouldn't stop explaining lore. See, that would be me. I would continue pausing the movie and be like, Mom, do you understand this? Do you understand this? And she'd be like, no. My dad would have watched Five Nights at Freddy's with me. Not my stepdad, my dad. My like, birth father would have watched Five Nights at Freddy's with me. He wouldn't have gotten it, but he would have watched it, I think. Yeah, I just go with Peter. I go with Peter because who else is gonna appreciate Five Nights at Freddy's like the guy who got me hyper fixated on Five Nights at Freddy's. My mom didn't know the lore and she learned it during the movie in theaters and whispers, I bet that's her dad. And I was like, ha ha ha, no way, Mom, thinking game lore. And then I remember being on the way. We're going to talk spoilers for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's been out for almost 2 years. If you haven't seen the movie, what? Go watch it. I remember driving on the way to the movie and it had like already released for some early screenings in Europe. So spoilers for the movie were coming out despite the fact that the movie hadn't even premiered yet. We were literally on our way to the Canadian premiere like 2 days before the movie officially releases. And I'm on my phone and I'm trying to look for vague plot spoilers because I want to know some things. Like obviously we knew Steve Raglan was William Afton, like we knew that going in. And I scroll by and I see somebody tweet, Vanessa is an Afton? And I was like, surely they're crazy. Surely they're crazy. I don't believe this. And I told it to Peter and he was like, that sounds insane. That sounds like somebody lying to us. And then sure enough, the reveal came. And I was like, shocked. I was like, no, there's no way. They wouldn't do that. They would. They would. You know what? I'm really here for it. I kind of prefer Vanessa being an Afton as opposed to Mike being an Afton, in terms of like movie lore. I think it's really interesting. I think it gives like a fun, interesting depth to her character. Um, and I cannot wait to see more. Because we see a little bit of William in the trailer. We hear his voice a couple times. We see that one shot of him at the end of the hallway with like a bunch of doors like opening or slamming or something. And then we see a shot of the Springtrap hand grabbing a knife. So obviously we know he's in the suit. So I'm like, is that a flashback that we see of him like at the end of the hallway? Is somebody like hallucinating him? I read a theory that somebody thinks that William is just like haunting Vanessa because he's like dead or whatever. And just like messing with her and just haunting her, which I think would be really funny if he was just like an annoying ghost. My friend spoiled it for me during my swim practice and I was just staring at her like, I would have killed your friend. I would have killed your friend. No, the joy of leaving the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and knowing all of this information and none of my friends being able to see it for like another 2 days was crazy. Like, I remember texting like Kimber, like Merciless Gecko, beautiful mod, in our friend group and being like, guys, you have to go to the movie theater as soon as you can and see this movie. It's crazy. Like, I really hope I get to go to the Canadian premiere or like the premiere of FNAF 2 because truly being in the Canadian premiere and like in a room full of half media people, half fans was crazy because the fans were hooting and hollering. Like we were yelling the entire movie. Not in like a disrespectful way, but like the first time they showed like an animatronic, like when we got the shadow of Foxy in the beginning cold open, we were losing it. And it was so much fun. It's probably some of the most fun I've ever had in a movie, and I desperately want to do that again. Heart. Like, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's is such a joyous thing to me. I think everybody should experience the joy of Five Nights at Freddy's at some point in their life. It's good for the soul. I'm too old for Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't care. Didn't ask. L plus ratio plus get Fazbear. Sorry. I don't know. If I have to start doing what I did last year and start campaigning about how bad I want to go see the FNAF movie, I will. It worked. I did not get invited to the Canadian premiere. I entered like 6 or 7 different giveaways, and then won one of them. And then a friend won another one and then DM'd me and was like, do you want these tickets? And I was like, I already have tickets, but I have a friend who would love them. And I was able to bring another one of my friends. Myler Moonlight from YouTube says, hi, who's your fave FNAF character? Depends on character or animatronic. Human character, it's Michael. Animatronic, I can't pick, but I have a top 5. And my top 5 is in no order. Oh my god, what is it? Mangle, Springtrap, Happy Sweeney, Haunted Image. Mangle, Springtrap, Balloon Boy, Ennard, Circus Baby. Those are my top 5 animatronics, in no order. Oh my god, Daily Hauntings. Kimber, redeem your Daily Haunting. I'd like to see what you got. I love the Daily Hauntings. They are a joy to me. Thank you. My second monitor is causing me issues. Please. Set up normal. Okay, there we go. You're not allowed. Why aren't you allowed to redeem a Daily Haunting? What's it got against you? Here, I'll do one. I'll do one for you, Kimber. My YouTube thumbnail. Everyone care me. We got Joker, which was Peter cosplaying the Joker, and Thumbnail, which was Peter and I cosplaying Phone Dude from FNAF 3 and Michael Afton from FNAF. And just messing around. That photo shoot is so dear to my heart. It was so like beautifully niche and dear to my heart. I don't know if I like that, if that's where the heart cut it is. If I look at this from the front, no, it's higher up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, it's more there. There we go. Where'd my mix it up go? There we go. Please. My second monitor constantly causing me, like, grief. Please. Please. There we go. Okay. Finally, we're set. I have, like, to be fair, I have, like, 5 things open on my second monitor, because that's just how streaming works. And sometimes they all get messed up, and then I'm like, ugh. You don't realize how many things it takes to run a stream with a VTuber, until you run a stream with a VTuber. She's a hefty little girl. My hefty sweetheart, who I adore. And who looks nothing like me. And people are always like... I literally got like a DM from somebody the other day. Who genuinely... Not a DM, a comment from the other day. Who was like, why do you call yourself non-binary if your VTuber looks like that? And I'm like, because my VTuber is a woman. She's not me. Do you think I look like this? Do you think I'm purple? Do you genuinely think I'm purple, have elf ears and horns? And hair as big as God? Like, I have a PNG tuber thing that takes a lot, right? They take a lot. I'm very glad that I have the stream set up now that I can like run everything. Because when I used to VTube and stream off of my laptop, my poor laptop was on its last legs. I'm so glad I have a computer. You're not purple? I'm not. Unfortunately, I am not purple. They did actually, I was a jaundice baby, so at one point in my life I was yellow. I'm not yellow anymore. Unfortunately, I did not come out of the womb purple. I did come out of the womb, yellow. And now I'm pasty white. I'm very white. I'm abhorrently pasty white. So, sorry about that. Hate to break your VTuber immersion. I am not purple. I have a mullet. Zenirith with a mullet would be so funny. I keep thinking of drawing, like, Zenirith in, like, an outfit that I would wear, but the concept of putting her in a mullet is so funny to me. This is looking cute. What the hell? I'm making very slow progress on this because I keep breaking to yap, but it's really cute. Right. 0.25 enough? No, it's not. I'm gonna make a 1/2 inch. That's better. Oh, it thinks that's a dart. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think having a VTuber who is a woman invalidates me being non-binary in any way, honestly. Because she's not me. Zenirith has never been me. Zenirith was literally made by high school me to be my ideal woman. I didn't know it yet. I was like, I just want to make, like, a hot tiefling to play D&D with. And then I, like, accidentally made, like, what high school me's, like, ideal woman was. And she's evolved throughout the years. She's no longer what she once was, but she's kept some things. Her giant knockers. I'm not ashamed to call them her giant knockers. They're there for a reason. Everybody's like, all these VTubers always, give their characters giant boobs. It's fun. Sorry. Make your own VTuber and then, get on VTube Studio and nod your head a couple times and watch it, and watch your VTuber go. Like, it's fun. I think the physics on this model are crazy. They're awesome. Bunchata truly You can't see me. I'm saluting Bunchata right now because she really put in the work. I'm non-binary and wearing a skirt. I get glares from gay old friends whenever I do. I'll kill them. I'll kill your friends. Nah, that's a joke. That is a joke. I will not kill your friends. But, or old friends. They're not your friends anymore. But like, literally, people associate being non-binary so much with, not even androgyny, but specifically like a certain view of masculinity. To a point where you can't do anything like feminine, otherwise people are like, oh, so you're really like a woman. So you're just like being a woman. And it's like, no. Like, I describe all of my cosplay as drag essentially. Because if I'm cosplaying a woman, it's drag. If I'm cosplaying a man, it's also drag. Um, my mind was like, that sucks, but slay to older gay people thinking you had friends like 60 years old. Like, all my senior citizen gay friends hate that I wear skirts. They hate it. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was on a tangent. Like, I find all of my cosplay as drag simply because, like, I don't look like that in my day-to-day life. And I'm essentially just performing gender every time I, like, cosplay. Because I just don't look like that. That's not my truth, you see. In real life, I look like a weird little gay guy. And I love it. That's my truth. My truth is to be a little bit weird and gay sometimes. These are too far apart. There we go. I think. I think it's the same on the back. Let me check my reference image. Okay, that reference image does not help. Yeah, it does, because there's the little hole at the back. Yes. There's a little keyhole here at the back. I think it's just round. Yeah, it is just round. Okay. It's like... not exactly that. It's free to explore that type of expression. No, literally, so many people like came out as non-binary because of the pandemic, because it was like, who are you when you don't have to worry about like the eyes of society on you? And so many people realized, oh, I'm not XYZ. And that was me. That was me. I found out I was non-binary during the pandemic. I had like a suspicion. I had a suspicion, but I wasn't exactly 100% sure until I had the time during the pandemic, and I was like, yeah, no, man, I'm not a woman. And I'm so happy with who I am, let me tell you. Even if, like, half the people in my family call me she. But at this point, my family's, like... my family's beautifully progressive. So, they'll appreciate when I correct them. Or we'll, like, make a joke out of it. So, that's nice. That's nice for me. A lot of people don't get that luxury, so... I'm grateful for it. Why am I, like, so congested randomly? Actually, I'm gonna be right back for 2 seconds. I'm gonna go get a drink. Let me redeem dirty brown water, actually. I'm gonna redeem a dirty brown water.
Dirty brown water.
Dirty brown water. I'm gonna go get my water because I left it upstairs, and I'm gonna take a sip. But I'm gonna briefly put you on the BRB screen. Enjoy the bardcore stylings of various pop artists. Thank you. This is so cruel. I forgot to run an ad break during the break. So now there's gonna be ads in a minute. My bad. Twitch Warriors, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have gotten my dirty brown water. My dirty brown water, or as I like to call it, water. Oops. I came up to my mom as trans, tears, the whole shebang, then right after I realized I was non-binary. Hey. It's under the trans umbrella. Non-binary is under the trans umbrella. So, you were like part way correct. I don't think I ever like really came out to my mom. Because I think my mom very famously doesn't believe in coming out. Because she's like, I didn't have to come out as straight. Like, why do you have to tell me? But I still, like, I said to my mom, like, I'm not using she, her pronouns anymore, by the way. I'm non-binary. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, thanks, girl. And that was, like, the end of our conversation about that. And she's been really good about it. Love my mom so dearly. She will, like, ask me questions about it. If there's ever something she doesn't understand. Or even if it's not about me. She'll ask questions, like, about just, like queer people and their identities. And it's really, really sweet. Please be brave. Be brave. Be brave, my ad warriors. I think of you fondly. There we go. We are getting somewhere with here. I told my mom and she didn't quite understand. Then talking a little more about it, she was like, oh, I don't personally understand, but I understand what you mean. And I was like, you know what? Perfect. I don't expect my mom to know everything. I truly don't expect my straight 50-something-year-old mom to completely understand everything. But my mom's always been really accepting. My mom's always had, not to be like, my mom's always had gay friends, but my mom's always had gay friends.
You want that?
Peter... but she's always been good. Uh-oh, we have a visitor. We have a visitor, your mama.
Your mother.
Hi, Peter. He's so scary. I don't have, like, my noise cancellation on today because it was starting to, like, cut off my voice.
So everybody got to hear me yell "your mother" from the stairwell.
Yeah, everybody got to like crisply hear you yell that.
Then I'll make sure I'll be quiet. That's the problem I do on the stream. I get too loud because I don't know how to talk on a microphone.
Well, that's fair. The microphone levels are also off today, so I keep having to adjust them.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. I think I bumped the mic wrong. Everybody, Peter's here.
Hi everyone, I'm Peter.
Peter's here, the famous Peter who I was just talking about.
You were talking about me?
I always talk about you.
What were you saying? Was it good?
No, I was telling everybody that you smell bad.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
That you smell bad and I hate you, so. So take that. How are you, Peter?
Chilling. I'm 3 hours into the Quentin Reviews 42-hour Beverly Hillbillies retrospective video. That's the sort of stuff that I get up to.
I'm like down here working.
Your unemployed friend on a Tuesday.
Peter is literally the textbook definition of like your unemployed friend on a Tuesday.
But I'm employed, which makes it funnier.
Yeah, he's just always up to something weird. Like I'll be like, "Hey Pete, what have you been up to?" Well, I've been in the basement working, and he's like, "I went on a walk. I saw nature."
I walked like a 5K yesterday.
See? And what was I doing? I was working.
It was great. There were like birds and shit. Oh, hey, I'm there. I'm in that.
Your second daily haunting of the day. Congratulations. You now have Joker. Did you get Joker earlier? Wait, is this your second Joker? I have to scroll back now. Oh no, I got Joker.
You got Joker.
I got Joker. That's who got Joker. It was me. Because I had to redeem one for Kimber, because for some reason Kimber's don't work. Because Kimber's hated, I guess.
That's really funny.
I don't know why hers don't work. Everybody else's do. Maybe I just have to turn the limit for them off. Maybe Kimber's reached her limit.
Too many.
Too many haunted images. Not Squish Zen. She's my favorite emote I've ever drawn. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm ever gonna have an emote as good as her. I could make a billion emotes and they would never be as iconic as Squish Zen. And then you squish her even more.
I wish you made like the bonk sound effects when they got sent.
That would be beautiful. I think I can set that up. Because I can set up that certain words trigger certain emojis. Like I think if I type love.
No.
Okay, or not. What about gay? Lesbian? Why doesn't it work anymore? I had it set up so that when people typed certain words, certain emojis would pop up on the screen. Now I just look like I'm crazy. And I'm typing crazy things in the chat.
And your conspiracy board, love, gay,
lesbian. Okay, yeah, it just doesn't work. That's weird.
What did he used to do?
If you put lesbian, it would put the lesbian Zen heart emote.
Ah.
The lesbian Zen emote is so funny because I got that emote commissioned back when I was like actively identifying as a lesbian. I don't identify as a lesbian anymore. However, I have deep love in my heart for the lesbian community.
Zen's a lesbian.
Zen is a lesbian. That is true.
Like Zen's a lesbian to me. No, Zen is a lesbian.
To you, she's just not a lesbian, and you're just living your own truth.
Scary lore change. You can't change the lore.
You can't change the lore
Without
within
telling me.
Not like that. Ah, my mic.
Ah.
Okay, there we go. Are you excited for C2E2, Peter?
I am. I get to meet my friend.
Are you sure you get to meet your friend?
I hope I get to meet my friend. Anybody in chat? Anyone have experience with experience autograph meet and greets? Because I feel crazy.
We pre-ordered this. Peter pre-ordered to meet wrestler Joe Hendry. It is Joe Hendry. It is not associated with C2E2, but it's happening at C2E2. Essentially, like they have a corporate booth, but they handle all of their own photo ops and stuff, but not like the way that C2E2 handles every other photo op. And we're a week out from the convention. We don't know what day or what time. No, we're not even a week out.
We're a week out to the end of the convention.
The con starts on Friday.
We're flying back from Chicago.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
I paid like, meet and greet prices, which are like not cheap.
And we don't know what day or what time we're meeting him, and we still don't know.
Because I don't have like a QR code for them to scan or anything. I just have the receipt that I got. So I don't know if I need to like go to the line and just show them my ticket, and it's like a skip the line kind of thing. Because I went to their Instagram account to see like if anyone else is talking about information. This. And the only comment on the post is someone saying, "Can we buy meet and greet passes the day of?" And all they replied was, yes.
Like, we genuinely don't know what day, what time, what anything we're meeting wrestler Joe Hendry.
This is like a reputable business. Like, I know they're not like scamming me or anything. I just think it's really funny that I have no idea what's going on.
No concept.
But like, if they ask me, like, have you pre-ordered the pass, I can show them my receipt so they know that I have. But I don't really know what to do.
It's super weird.
And I tried emailing them, but I haven't got an email back yet, which I understand they're probably getting a lot of emails because it's, the convention's in less than a week. So I understand having to wait a couple days.
However,
I want to know how the meet and greet works. It's not even like whether or not I am, because I am. I will meet Joe Hendry. They can't stop me.
Why else are we going to Chicago if we
I said
meet
that
Joe
like
Hendry?
a threatening way, like I'm a stalker. I don't like the way I said that.
You will meet Joe Hendry. You paid money for it. You would like to do so. In a non creepy normal way.
In a super not creepy normal way. I'm gonna meet a wrestler I like.
See, Peter and Joe Hendry is like me and Rhea Ripley, where it's like a deep gay appreciation.
I don't have like a parasocial relationship with Joe Hendry.
Not like my parasocial relationship with Josh Hutcherson, where we, picked apples and put Paws Orchard together.
Well, I don't have. I don't have a parasocial relationship with Josh Hutcherson the man. I have a parasocial relationship with Mike Schmidt the character and Josh Futterman the character, but not Josh Hutcherson the man.
Okay.
Josh Hutcherson the man, he's busy. He's like in Spain with his girlfriend or whatever. He's busy. He's playing Fortnite.
But yeah, we don't know what the deal is with that, and it's vaguely concerning, but
Yeah.
we're being brave.
Listen, all I want out of C2E2, I want to meet Joe Hendry. I want to see the bean. That's all I need.
The rest of the convention is a bonus for Peter.
Literally. I'm like, yeah, and we get to meet like oomps and such. But I want to see the bean.
We're going to have to make an escapade to go see the bean. And it's going to be worth it.
Simple pleasures.
Simple pleasures.
Depending on what time we get in on Thursday, we might be able to see the bean on Thursday.
Who knows?
Who knows? Have the Western Gotham gang photo shoot in front of the bean.
Oh god.
I don't know where the bean is. That's the funniest thing. And I don't want to know until I get there.
The bean's like in a completely different city. I went to Chicago and didn't even see the bean. Did you even go to Chicago then?
What do you do in Chicago? Like, aside from seeing the bean?
There's like museums and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
The architectural boat tour that only takes a couple hours.
Okay. We're not getting into that.
Listen.
We're not getting into the architectural boat tour that only takes a few hours, Peter. We're not getting into it.
Oh, God. You want me to talk about things? You want me to talk about things? You don't want to talk about things?
I don't want you to start smack talking your mom on stream. Don't you mean Skygate?
The bean.
The bean.
I love it when the pattern wiggles like that. It's always very funny.
Like, why are you wiggling?
Get scared. It's cold.
If it's cold, you're cold. Look at this. Now we got something. Now we're cooking with gas. I didn't even know the bean had a name that wasn't the bean. Is it actually called Skygate?
I'm pretty sure it's called Skygate.
That's
'cause
crazy.
It's not called the bean.
Oh.
And
Well, that's sad.
the artist doesn't like that people call it the bean.
It's a big bean.
Yeah, like it's bean shaped.
It's bean shaped. Outer layer done. Now time to do the undershirt. Yippee!
You bean.
I'm gonna say this is a different project. You can actually make a custom undershirt. Oh,
Over shirt.
well, no, I'm gonna start in the undershirt. This is the undershirt file.
Oh.
The bean!
Bazinga.
Okay. Let me get out of here. Let me look at my references. Oh, it's just one of those. That's easy.
Oh yeah, just one of those.
You never know what I'm talking about.
We'll go to like the fabric store and Payne will be like, okay, like I'm looking for a stretch knit, and I'm like, okay, and I pick up a fabric and I'm like, this one's stretchy.
And I'm like, no, it's actually not, Pete. I'm like, love you dearly. What? Okay, it's like... I'm thinking.
You're thinking.
I'm thinking Joe is playing.
Joe.
You know fanfic is good when you're kicking your feet and squealing.
Real.
Real. How I feel about Peter's fanfic.
Oh my god. I can't talk about architectural boat tour that only takes a couple of hours, but you can talk about Left Undone. Okay.
Yeah, because architectural book tour that only takes a few hours doesn't involve talking about, you know, our personal family drama.
It's not personal family drama. I think it's funny.
I took a costuming / sewing class and I still don't know differences between fabric sometimes. I sew for a living. That's my job. And sometimes I struggle.
I know what fleece is.
You know you don't like fleece.
I don't like fleece.
Oh wow, that turned out crunchy. Let me try that again. Oh, it's because you have a curve point. That's your issue. Sometimes I'll go to the fabric store with like a specific fabric in mind, and then I don't end up using that fabric at all because I just find a different fabric that I like better. And I'm like, well,
Well,
that's life.
that's life.
That's life. And I don't want to.
And I can't deny it.
Do you usually sew the patterns after just to see if they work? If I can, if I have time. If not, Clo3D has really, really good. Clo3D is specifically made to draft out fabric. So like you can see over here, the sheer amount of different types of fabric I can use. Like I'll turn the icons on so you can see what I mean. Like for example, plush cotton versus muslin. Like I can use all sorts of different fabric, and it simulates as accurately as it can as possible to the fabric. I can also see stress maps, strain maps, and stuff. And I'm like competent enough in knowing how to sew patterns for human bodies that I know how to make things fit properly. And I don't have the time and I don't have the resources to like make full costumes for each of my patterns as I make them, but I test each one of them. A little silly. It needs a color. I love Peter going, Come on now.
Denim, denim, denim.
Denim, denim, denim. And everything goes through like multiple rounds of drafting. Like I'll finish like drafting today on stream and then I'll go back and I'll like tweak things afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's ever a one and done, honestly. Sabrina Carpenter is too loud in my ear.
Whoa.
Taking my headphones and putting them around my neck for now. I can't hear her and talk and hold a conversation. What is Eric doing? Oh, he's on my suitcase.
Yeah, he's on your suitcase.
My cat is laying on my suitcase, which I knew would happen if I started. How much are commissioned corset patterns? It depends on the complexity of the corset. Usually around $60 US, I would say. Probably, especially because they're such a fitted garment with a lot of paneling to them. They come with a certain level of complexity. But I've done a couple of corsets. They've always been fun. They're a little hard to draft because I can't add boning in Clo, which is annoying. So I kind of have to like jerry rig my own boning. But it's fun. I love Clo. People always ask me, they're like, what is this mystical program? I'm like, it's Clo3D. You should learn it. You should learn it. It costs so much money. I'm so sorry. Clo3D very famously costs like $500 or $600 US a year for a subscription.
Lord.
It's expensive. It is not cheap. I only pay it because it's a tax write-off and I use it for my job. But if not, I would not be paying this. There are ways you can get it without paying.
Bi-weekly paycheck. Week 1, Clo3D subscription
Week
renewal.
2,
Week 2,
water.
ice soup.
Ice soup. Peter came to bed last night. And I was laying in bed. And he like started to say something to me. And I went, shh.
Oh my god.
I went, shh. I'm watching Wood Soup. Because I was watching a 5-minute compilation video of this person who makes ASMR wood soup on TikTok of all of the wood soups they've ever made. And I was like engrossed in wood soup. And I was like, you can't talk to me until I'm finished this video. I have to figure out what the next wood soup was. Because they kept getting increasingly weirder.
It's 1 second.
What is he knocking over?
Fabric scissors.
Eric gets mad, our cat Eric, when we're both down here. Because he's a hater.
You're getting kicked out of the basement.
Because he's a
Who wants to
big
get kicked out of the basement?
hater.
Who wants to get kicked out of the basement?
Who wants to get kicked out of the basement for being a little hater? Sweet boy's a hater. I got Seamly instead because it's free. I've been learning on Style3D, which is similar, and it has a free version. Ooh. Writes these down so I can look into them later. Because Clo's just what I know. Clo's what I've learned. And I like Clo quite a bit. But I'm also always... I'm always on the look to see what other people are using and what other technology is coming out because obviously, times they are changing, technology is always improving. And if Clo is no longer the best thing anymore, I will move on to something else.
Well, it's always also good for
Recommending things to people.
well, and also freer, cheaper alternatives to make pattern making more accessible.
Exactly. It's why there are a couple people who like love to gatekeep whatever methods they use or something or whatever. That'll never be me. That'll never be me. I will happily tell you that I use Clo 3D. I'm like, psst, 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 psst. Come here. I use Clo 3D, and you can too.
Never forget the famous was it Fan Expo or Anime Toronto where you were doing the patterning panel, and I was on the bench, and it crashed.
That was Anime Toronto. That was Anime Toronto, because Clo 3D used to have a lot of crashing issues. At least on my computer. I don't know if it's that Clo 3D's gotten better or what the deal is. It doesn't crash as much anymore. But in the middle of doing like a Clo 3D demonstrating panel, because I was doing a computerized patterning for panel, like computerized patterning panel at Anime Toronto, and Clo 3D just crashed in the middle of it. And I was like, yeah, guys, see, this is the reality. This is the reality of what you're doing. It's gonna crash on you. I had a brief intro to Clo in college and find Style 3D is extremely similar. Now I want to check it out. Now I'm curious. We're gonna find the free version. Feel free to post a link in the chat. Twitch might immediately censor your message, but beautiful mod Kimber should be able to uncensor that. Twitch loves to do that because it thinks that you're posting spam. Which, to be fair, Kimber just banned somebody for posting spam like a minute ago, so. This feels like it needs a dart. I'll figure out how if I can. I think it's just a pop-up, Kimber. To be quite honest. Yeah, this has a little bit of a that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a dart.
What's a dart?
A little triangular cutout that you sew together that just kind of gives more shape.
Neato.
I'm teaching you things, Peter. This is Peter's learning stream.
I'm asking questions so that the class can also learn as well.
That's a chunky link.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's get a good stretch.
Posture check.
I love the way Zen wiggle when you do it. Oh my god, dancing through life. What part is it at?
The beginning.
Oh.
Sorry, the posture check started playing. The posture check is the Wii Fit trainer going, let's get in a good stretch. And then like the Wii Fit results music. So here,
Really good.
I will get in a proper stretch just because you redeemed that. Nobody ever redeems posture check, and I have terrible posture, so I appreciate it.
I guess I should probably posture as well. I
Sure.
think curled up in like the fetal position in my
Join me
chair.
in posture check, boy.
Ow. Ow.
Ow.
Ow.
Ugh.
Oh.
Gotta give back since I've learned so much from your streams, even using a different program. Oh. I'm glad. I'm glad that people learn from my streams, because that's what I want my streams to be quite frank. Like, I don't know if you can tell because my business is making patterns, but I love teaching people things about cosplay. What a shock. What a crazy, crazy shock. I think this is going to mess with the...
Whoa, she got scared.
Oh, that's actually almost perfect first try. Let's go.
Whoa.
Usually my darts take like 4 or 5 tries to look right.
Nice.
But that actually turned out pretty well.
Maybe it needs to go in a little bit more? Or
I
like more of
will.
an angle?
Let's go down to the Ozdust Ballroom. We'll meet there later tonight. Da-da.
We can dance in the
Sunlight, find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl,
right
on down to the Ozdust Ballroom. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there, dancing through life,
Shall be as dust,
if only because dust is.
what we come to.
You're like ever
Nothing
so slightly off
matters, but
time.
nothing
Okay, enough.
Well, I'm sorry I'm off time. I can't hear it.
I know. The people on YouTube who can't hear the music at all probably just think we're like deranged. And you know what? Maybe we are.
Nurse, he got out again.
Nurse, he got out again.
That's what they say every time I leave the house.
That's what they say every time you come downstairs and you come on to stream. Nurse.
Nurse.
Nurse, he's on stream again. But yeah, I don't know if you can tell because of the fact that I run a business making patterns, but I like teaching people how to make things. It's very fulfilling and very wonderful. And
Which gives me hope that one day I'll learn how to sew.
one day you will, I promise. You have to. You have to. Peter has all the fabric to make Vash.
I've had all the fabric to make Vash for like a year and 9 months.
He has it like partially cut out, and he never made it past there. To be fair,
So much happened.
did you buy Vash when we lived here or when we lived at the old place?
I know I cut out the Vash fabric here.
Yeah. At one point we lived in an apartment that started growing mold, and we had to very quickly get as many of our like precious possessions out of our apartment and into my parents' house as possible because our apartment was growing mold. So that put a damper on things, and then we moved, and then we were unpacking, and then Peter started up work again, and then Peter almost got deported. It's been a whirlwind, like, 2 years for us, let me tell you. Move to Canada, they say. It'll be fun, they say. It's been very fun.
It was fun, yeah. Not anymore, though.
No? What the? Mood, some of my last clients were a band. Not naming them, they sucked, and the fans learned to sew to recreate my designs, and I loved helping them learn. That's so cute! I hope they find a better band to be fans of. Oh my god. Ad break. Be brave. Be brave, ad warriors.
Godspeed.
Godspeed. We're saluting you. You can't see, but we are saluting you. Something I could do for her to repay her. Alphaba C. We deserve each other.
Me and Bach.
Not there yet.
Oh.
Me and Bach. Thank you. Thank you for going to stream. Me and Bach. Delete our card points. It's kind of hard because there's like very limited. Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, there's very limited back views of this costume because this figure isn't out yet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in pre-orders. So all we have are like prototype photos and stuff.
That's fair.
Which wouldn't be the first time I worked on something with limited references. I once had a client who couldn't send me any back photos of the character. They existed. We just couldn't find them, I guess. So I just had to do like my best. I was like, I'm gonna apologize in advance because I can only do so much. And they were like, well, that's fine. Just like, guess. And I was like, okay.
Guess.
I'll guess. Oh my god, hi, I just found you on Instagram and this is my first stream. Musical Downpour.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to stream. I'm so glad you found me. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Welcome to stream. We're in the middle of patterning Miku. Minecraft McDonald ad.
Oh my god, Minecraft McDonald's.
Minecraft McDonald's. You know what? Minecraft McDonald ad is better than the ads that most people get for some reason when watching my stream, which are US military ads. Because those scare me.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess it would make sense for them to advertise on Twitch.
Yeah, because like the US Army has like a huge
Yeah.
presence in esports because specifically like for recruitment. Nessa, I got something to confess. A reason why. Well,
why I
why
asked you
asked you
here
here
tonight. I got tax ads. It is the season.
Tis the season for tax. LMAO, yup, I got a military ad featuring a woman. Not scary, but I always get surprised by army ads, right? It's such an American thing to me.
A woman.
A
Woke
woman.
military.
I had to do my taxes the other day.
Oh god.
Never be self-employed. Or if you're going to be self-employed, hire an accountant. I do all my own accounting, and it is painful, let me tell you. I got a car insurance ad.
Which car insurance?
I was going to say good or bad car insurance, but aren't all insurance companies kind of bad?
Well, car insurance can be better or worse.
Okay.
At least as far as their ads are concerned. Some car insurance ads are really good. Like Mayhem.
Oh, yeah, like mayhem. Taxes are hell as a freelancer, right? I also do my own accounting and have to do taxes tonight. Rip. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that I keep track of all my expenses and stuff throughout the year so that it makes it slightly easier for taxes, but still, it took me half a day. And they're not even filed yet. And the joy of being a freelancer who does taxes is it's like, yay, I filed my taxes. I owe the government $3 billion. I owe the government my entire life savings. The government, they do it specifically to spite me. They do it because they hate me.
Mayhem would never let that happen to me.
But he's a car insurance guy.
He's so fine.
Okay. Breathe. Can you stop thirsting for the car insurance guy on my stream, please? Can you breathe?
Pain's always like, yeah, Peter, you can go to stream. You can go to stream and hang out. But anytime I say Peter things, like I think Mayhem from the car insurance ads is hot, suddenly it's all, why are you saying that? What's wrong with you?
Okay. You say this like I'm mean to you. I'm nice to you. I love you.
No, Peyton's mean and evil, actually.
I'm not. Spreading lies about me on my own stream. Mayhem, not Jake?
I like Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm is also hot.
The new Jake from State Farm.
They both have their own ways.
I think the new Jake from State Farm is hotter than the old Jake from State Farm, to be fair.
agree.
But I think that's why they cast him.
They
cast him because they knew.
Well, because the original Jake from State Farm was just an actual State Farm employee, and then the new Jake from State Farm is a real actor.
Yeah.
But I like Mayhem's kind of chaotic energy. He's a little toxic. That's what I find fun about him.
Adobe Fresco crash. No. Doing this to your Adobe Fresco. Doing it again. Thank you.
Stop, it's gonna make it crash more.
Setting your Adobe Fresco on fire.
No, my favorite, one of my favorite commercials of all time is the Mayhem commercial where, for those who don't know, Mayhem as a character, the gimmick is that in each of his ads, he's a different thing, that can cause problems with your car or home insurance.
Look at this Mayhem. That's right.
I am a raccoon with rabies.
Wait, Itadori jacket design rip. No, it didn't save.
Wow, beautiful, wow.
Wow, beautiful, wow.
But my favorite is the one that they play around Christmas time, because it starts off really strong with Mayhem staring directly into the camera and going, I am a Douglas fir. I am the world's most beautiful Douglas fir. and they put him in like a Christmas tree bag, and they put him on top of a car, and the whole time he's just staring directly into the camera. And he's like,
Oh.
but my twine is loose. And then he falls off the car.
What? The guy who plays Mayhem, I really hope they pay him a lot. It sounds like they put him through hell.
I love this ad. Like,
I am a Douglas fir.
I am the world's most beautiful Douglas fir. It's the delivery that he has in every single one of the lines that he says is just so good. Like, but my twine is loose. Because for reference, they tie the tree down to the top of the car with twine. You would know that because you're a plastic tree household.
Okay. Why are we shaming me for being a plastic tree household? It wasn't my choice. I was a child. Sorry, Sabrina Carpenter is playing. Can I make a complete 180? Is that allowed, Peter?
I mean, I've made like 7, so...
Have you guys seen Sabrina Carpenter's Fortnite skin?
Oh my god, they're so cute.
I have to pull this up. She's so stinking cute.
I like little tiny firebox window.
They're putting Sabrina Carpenter in Fortnite. And she looks... Whatever. Oh my god. Can I just see
If you look
pictures
up,
of it?
if you look up images, you can get more.
And it just looks exactly like her. It's so scary.
She's so cute.
My favorite thing about Fortnite is that it's obviously a family-friendly game, so they try not to show, like, too risque of outfits. So they've brought down the height of the leg holes of her bodysuit and given her tights so that she's not showing any ass, which I think is really funny.
No, show the little dress. I love the little dress.
Like... Sorry, let me zoom in.
And then there's a version of the dress that's blue, too.
This is so cute. This is so stinking cute. I don't even play Fortnite. I don't even play Fortnite. I don't go here. I just think it's really stinking cute. Sabrina Carpenter cursing you out because you didn't heal them.
I think that more like games should be like Fortnite and just put random celebrities in them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite's really good for that. I think they should start doing that with Marvel Rivals.
No,
And just
yeah.
like making random celebrity skins for Marvel Rivals. They do it kind of in Overwatch, but they should start doing it in Rivals. They teased a new skin for Squirrel Girl that looks like a direct reference to what Sabrina Carpenter wears in the Espresso music video, which is very interesting.
Oh.
But it's not a Sabrina Carpenter collab.
I think that Marvel Rivals WWE collab would go crazy.
Like the Marvel Rivals Clash of Clan collab they've got going on.
The WWE
Not
Clash of
WWE,
Cans.
sorry.
Clash of Cans.
Clash of Cans is what happens when you pit two Zeniths against each other. Thank you, I'll be here all week. I'll be here until Thursday, and then they're kicking me out of the country. They're sending me to America.
They're sending you to
Like, can you imagine getting headshot by by Sabrina Carpenter? Like, that's so funny to me. I think the back is the same as the front, just reflected. Okay,
Okay.
we're fine. Like, I don't know, the idea of putting her in Fortnite is so funny to me. I'm specifically obsessed with Fortnite Festival, which is just Guitar Hero.
Is that what Fortnite Festival is?
Yeah, it's a rhythm game. It's a
Oh.
Guitar Hero style rhythm game.
Huh.
Almost makes me want to play, right? Every time they release a new weird collab for Fortnite, I get closer to playing, which is what they want.
If they put Joe Hendry in Fortnite, I'll play it.
Of course, you say that.
They're not gonna put Joe Hendry in Fortnite, but if they did,
If they did, you'd be there.
I'd be there.
He's in PUBG Mobile.
He is in PUBG Mobile. I don't know what PUBG Mobile is. Anybody in the chat know what PUBG Mobile is?
I don't play Fortnite. I've just gotten really, really abhorrently into Marvel Rivals to a point that it's like, before stream today, I clocked in like 2 or 3 games of Marvel Rivals to like hype me up for working. My very intimidating swim coach plays Sabrina Carpenter in Chapel during Dryland. I love that. I love that. I specifically have my stream playlist be like half Sabrina and Chapel because I feel like they have the perfect vibes for like getting work done. Like it's just joy and whimsy. Oh no,
Do you need a
my
phone charger?
Yeah, can you grab me a phone charger, Pete? Do you love me?
Yeah.
Do you love me bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, but like
Is that what PUBG is? Okay.
I knew that. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know what PUBG stood for.
Oh, it's PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Yeah, it was huge.
Okay.
It used to be huge.
Well, like I'm
guessing it's still
like
pretty
I know
big.
conceptually what PUBG is.
I have a vague idea of the
I've
concept
seen
of PUBG.
I've seen at least 5 seconds of gameplay in the Joe Hendry PUBG collab reveal trailer. I need to stress everyone, I don't have a working computer.
Everything Peter finds, he finds on
I don't
phone.
have a working computer. I play Puyo Puyo Tetris on my Switch.
Yeah, that's the extent of Peter's gaming. I felt so bad when like Lethal Company was huge because Peter couldn't play Lethal Company with us.
I want to get back into Minecraft, but
Yeah, Peter has to wait.
I want the gas. I want the happy gas.
He wants the happy gas.
I'll be back.
I miss you. Be brave. He's not gonna be brave. Did he just shut the door? Oh yeah, he locked the cat out. No, I've gotten like really, really into Marvel Rivals to a point that it's like so bad. I've never played it. I just know people like it, not my game vibe. I didn't think Marvel Rivals would be my game vibe until it was. And now I'm stuck here. And my favorite thing about Marvel Rivals is it has the worst player base. I got genuinely happy the other day when we had like a visibly gay person on our team. Marvel Rivals is a 6v6 team shooter game similar to like Overwatch in that kind of way. But it's entirely Marvel characters. And the designs for them are so crazy good. Let me pull up an image. Let me pull up an image for the people. It's got like this cool comic booky. Okay, that's not. A lot of these don't show it off very well. It's got this really cool comic booky style to it. To like the visuals of it, like this is what it looks like in game. This is kind of a crunchy image, but it's very, very fun. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, but I've always been an Overwatch player, so I should have expected this. Baby, no money. What are you doing here?
Baby, no money? Who the fuck do you think you are?
That's the exact song we're listening to. Oh, thank you.
And then I can plug into the pewter.
If that works. I brought a shorter cord over here earlier and tried to do that, and it didn't work, so.
Huh.
No.
Huh. That's odd.
Oh!
Oh?
It just made a noise. It just went ding.
Oh, probably because your computer's trying to download things.
Hates me.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not charging.
Do I need to go get a bigger cord?
Yeah, probably the big one that plugs into the wall next to the couch. We tried, though. I opened my window and my door slammed and caused my lamp to turn on. I thought my room was haunted for a sec. Yeah, that's just me. That's just me. Don't worry about it. I actually did that.
Oh, back up and down the stairs.
Be brave, Peter.
I won't.
Okay. Yeah, if you ever like think there's like a ghost in your house or something, it's just me. Don't worry about it. I don't mean any harm. I'm just kind of bored. Like I'm just here for the vibes, man. Please. Tell me this works. Tell me I didn't somehow mess this up. Yes! Oh! 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 Okay, come on now. Please. Stop glitching. No. Finally free from work. Thank God. Thank God. Let me put that on too. Thank God, Peter.
What?
Free from work. Not me. Not me. Chameleon.
Okay, where do I plug it in?
The wall. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay,
I love
two things
you.
plugged into the wall.
Unplug them.
Unplug.
It doesn't matter. There are random things like the cricket and the heat press. They don't need to be plugged in. It's not like my computer's gonna suddenly shut off. This bad boy does not want to do its job. Roll. Whoa.
Oh, sorry, hit the mic.
Okay. The VTuber now is no longer dying.
Whoa.
There we go. That's the thing about VTubing is that it kills my phone battery because I need my phone to track my face. Because if I just use my webcam, the tracking would look like Garbo. Tracking would look like hot Garbo.
And we need to make sure Bunchada's rigging looks good.
Exactly. We need to respect all the work Bunchada put into this model by properly showcasing her.
Like,
By making silly faces. What were you gonna say?
Because, like, it would be evil if, you know, we had this beautiful model that can move so beautifully, and then we turn the webcam on and it's like, who wants to move it 4 frames per
Dirty
second?
brown water.
Dirty brown water.
Dirty brown water.
Dirty brown water. My dirty brown water of the day is water with approximately 3 half-melted ice cubes in it. If you are out there, you are legally required to tell me what you're drinking. Thank you so much. If you don't tell me what you're drinking, you will have to face the horrors, unfortunately.
I'm drinking a Celsius Energy Peach Vibe Sparkling White Peach flavor energy drink, 0 sugar with essential flavors. It is also gluten-free.
Okay, why is this man reading a Celsius ad to us right now?
We're sponsored by Celsius.
Could you imagine if we were sponsored by Celsius? That'd be crazy.
I'd like Celsius to sponsor me. These are pretty good. I've become like an energy drink connoisseur for a guy who shouldn't drink energy. Oh, fuck. Capri Sun.
Water, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Capri Sun. They don't have Capri Suns in Canada.
They don't.
Which is a very sad thing I've learned for Americans. Americans. Peter. His name is Peter. He's...
Oh, the
Mango
Monster is one of my favorites. My favorites are the mango one and the pink one. But I also like the Aussie lemonade, and if none of those are an option, then I'll get the like fruit punch one. But if I want to get a fruit punch energy drink, I usually get the Rockstar Punch.
There you go. Peter, the horse is here.
Peter.
I've been admiring the model the whole time. It's so great. Thank you. She's been in the works for 2.5 years now, and I've only had her for like 2 or 3 weeks now. But she's my darling. She's
like an angel.
I've been so excited. I
love that you have her hat on all the time.
Sparky redeemed to have the hat at the beginning of the stream.
Oh,
it's a redeem to put the hat on.
I like it.
If somebody else redeemed the hat, it would come off. But I think the hat's so silly.
The hat's so cute.
I had the option for 2 toggles. I chose the mouse tracked seam ripper hand and the hat. Specifically because I think Bunchada tweeted like 2.5 years ago that she wanted to make a model with a cowboy hat, and I was like, and I was VTubing with like the self-made model drawn by my friend Sam and rigged by me, and I was like, my favorite rigger wants to do art and rig. Save your work, thank you. Thank you, I've saved.
What was the little singing you did there?
Oh, my save audio triggers. Save me from the nothing I've become.
I'm missing so much of the stream not being able to hear shit.
I'm so sorry.
Funny.
I have like whimsy in my stream redeems because I think they're funny. There we go. That took forever. Wow.
One day I'll have like a computer and I'll just join the stream from like upstairs.
Yeah, and then you can just be on call with me while you're upstairs.
While I'm upstairs, like.
Evanescence jump scare made me so happy. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, I can't believe isn't Evanescence opening for one of the My Chemical Romance tour shows?
Yes, but not ours.
Not ours.
Sadly. I would have died if Evanescence was opening for ours. I don't remember who the opener for Toronto is, to be quite frank. But that's fine.
It'll be a fun little surprise.
It'll be a fun little surprise. Ooh, I peeked to the mic. I'm sorry. Ooh, the sneezer.
It'll be a fun little surprise. Like when I saw, I think it was when I saw Panic at the Disco, and the openers were not Haley Williams, Haley Kiyoko, I think.
Oh.
And Mitski.
Oh yeah.
Before I knew who Mitski was.
You told me this, yes.
And I missed half of her set, but I was listening to the end of her set, and I was like, "Oh my god, wait!"
You're like, who is this?
Kind of bangs. Who is Mitski? Actually, would like to know. Yeah.
Do you want to know? I just looked it up. Yes. Give us the deets of the concert we're going to see that we apparently don't know anything about.
Pixies.
Oh my god. Good.
Okay.
We won. All the openers for the MyChem tour are crazy, to be fair. But yeah, the model was like, I've been paying her off forever. And I'm so excited.
Offspring.
Me and my dad get to go to Offspring at Deer Creek. Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
I was about to say, oh, my dad loves Offspring. Like, I don't.
We all love Offspring.
No, we're seeing...
We have like a crazy concert lineup.
We do.
This year. Just because like things ended up shaking out. We're seeing Joe Keery, famous for being Steve Harrington in Stranger Things.
Dijo.
DJO, it's just pronounced Joe. But we're seeing him this month. Next month we're seeing, I don't know how, but they found them. And then,
I love calling them that.
that's their full name.
I don't know how, but they found me.
Oh, sorry. They found them.
They found them. We found them.
I don't know how, but we found them. Listen, man. I'm used to just calling them IDK How, to be fair.
I love IDK How. I'll never forget my IDK How concert.
And we're going to see MyChem. And we already got to see wrestling, which isn't a concert, but
I love wrestling.
But I love wrestling. Can you already miss it? I was moving on.
No, I'll never forget the IDK How concert I saw at the Ritz Ybor in Ybor City, Tampa, which was such a fun
This
concert.
guy's from Florida. Point and laugh.
I am. Point and laugh.
So jealous. I'd love to see MyChem, but the prices. Oh yeah, we were lucky enough to somehow fight the Ticketmaster gods to get our tickets, and we didn't pay an obscene amount of money for them, which was nice. And it's right by Peter's birthday, so.
Slay.
It's right by Peter's birthday, so I'm calling it his birthday present for next year.
But it's so I see IDK How, and they have two openers. Because it was the Helvetica tour, so it was IDK How and Joywave doing like a co-headlining tour. And I like Joywave. I love IDK How. I was very excited to see both of them. And I got there super early so that I could be as close to the stage as humanly possible. But I was a little over to the left, so I wasn't like in like the the mosh pit kind of area. And the opener has a setup on the stage with a ladder and a mannequin head. And I don't know who the openers are because they weren't like on the ticket, they weren't on the website. I'm asking around me. Everybody around me is 14 years old. And they're like, I think it's someone named Klibis. And I'm like, okay. I don't know who that is, but I'll find out. IDK How has a whole song about the opening band and how you need to respect them. So I'm going to support concert etiquette. I'm going to pay very close attention to the two opening acts.
He's kind like that.
And this man walks out in a blue... Jake
Farm hat!
Jake from State Farm!
Jake! Bring Jake!
And this man walks out in like a shiny blue robe. And he takes out his microphone. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's got like this mannequin head, he's got this ladder, and he starts screaming into his microphone. Like, I do not remember the words he was saying, but it was like something. It was worse than a horse in a department store. And I was like, what the hell? But I'm entranced by this man. And
Why do you?
the show, like, his set keeps going. He's continuing this song, and it gets to a point where he's doing like a call and response thing with the horse in a department store. So he holds the mic out, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And I scream back to him, horse in a department store. Meanwhile, my dad is standing there, and he's like, is this IDK How?
Your dad has no clue what's going on. Meanwhile, you're like, yeah, sure.
Sure, horse in a department store. I don't remember who the other opener was. She was, like, better. Like, musically, but I just remember horse in a department store.
We saw Limp Bizkit last summer. It was my first summer outdoor concert. It was wild. The smell of a certain plant was everywhere, and I saw someone dressed as Jesus with a banana costume on.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful. That was me going to Green Day. Green Day reeked of weed.
And other
Can we
things.
talk about weed on Twitch? Can we talk about weed on YouTube? I don't know, it's legal here, so everything's so different. It's like talking about alcohol in Canada, like it doesn't mean anything. But then I know platforms are weird about it. So maybe we'll just call it The Plant. The Plant. That makes it sound so
come up with, like, a
ominous.
funny name.
Okay, what's your funny name?
Well, I mean, there's the classic Mary Jane.
Okay, yeah.
I
I got Mary Jane.
Marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Gotta go bye. Be safe.
Devil's Lettuce is a good one.
Be safe. Thank you for stopping by.
Be safe. Godspeed.
The Devil's Lettuce is a beautiful one.
I don't know. I started this bit. I didn't really think that hard about where I was gonna go.
He started a bit he couldn't finish. Chat, get him.
Listen, not everything I say on stream is as funny as Little Spidey and the Spider Bites.
That is true. Somebody commented on that video and said that sounds like a good band's name.
Do not name your band Little Spidey and the Spider Bites. Name it something normal. Like, I don't know how, but they found me.
Bro, you gotta commit. You gotta commit to the bit.
Listen, I usually commit to the bit really hard, but I'm, like, tired.
He commits to the bit too hard sometimes.
I gotta think about... You know, it's a really good name for... I can't make that joke. Really good nickname for weed. I call it Clo 3D.
What?
I told you I should say it 'cause it's stupid.
I love you. Sometimes you make no sense. You're like a lover to me.
I am?
Yeah.
You're green.
You're green.
I love Wicked.
I know.
I want that Wicked for Good trailer that they showed at CinemaCon on my desk 20 minutes ago.
I want it now.
CinemaCon has given us so many beautiful things. Like the FNAF trailer and the Megan 2 trailer. Did you talk about the Megan 2 trailer?
I have not talked about the Megan 2
The Megan
trailer.
2 trailer looks so good. It's all I could have ever asked for a Megan sequel. In that it's absolutely absurd.
It's
And
camp.
really doesn't have much to do with the original film. Because, like, originally when I heard, oh yeah, Megan 2, she's brought back to life and given a new body to fight, to work for the government and fight an evil android named Amelia made with her programming. I was like, that sounds a little strange. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, no, I get it.
You're like, actually, I'm here for it now.
I get it, actually. 20 more sequels to Megan, please.
Waiter. 20 more Megan sequels, please.
I feel about Megan the way that I feel about Five Nights at Freddy's, where I think they should just keep making movies.
I think we should get as many Five Nights at Freddy's movies as we have games, and I think, like the Saw movies, they should get progressively worse about halfway through, and then all of a sudden start getting better again.
No, literally. That's like... We need, like, the Saw, like, it's so over, we're so back, it's so over, we're so back, graph for the FNAF movies.
We need that for Megan.
No, I think the Megan movies should just stay peak. And just keep getting stranger. I think in the third Megan movie, Megan needs, like, Megan Takes Manhattan. Like, I think that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And it's the plot of Megan 3 is, Megan, like, starts her own Broadway show. Like, Megan's Broadway residency.
Okay.
I don't know who they would have her play on Broadway. Like, I'm trying to think of, like a good role for Miss Megan.
Megan Hilty's role in Death Becomes Her. She's Eurydice in Hadestown.
I was gonna say, she would make an excellent Glinda.
True.
I mean, we know she has the singing chops. We've all seen the movie.
That is so true. We've all seen the movie, and this is the part where I find out that half the people in the chat have never seen Megan. I would start crying.
I always forget sometimes that, like, maybe sometimes the things that I talk about are not the most popular things, and logically I know most of them. Like, I know that I'm not gonna walk out into the world and reference the Josh Hutcherson film Burn and have people understand what I am saying. Like, I understand this.
Burn wasn't good.
Well, no.
I hate to tell you this. Burn was not a good movie.
It wasn't good and it wasn't popular.
You guys haven't seen Megan.
I highly recommend it.
I highly recommend Megan. It's advertised as a horror movie. It's kind of not.
It's a horror comedy.
Yeah, it's not very scary, to be frank. It's really funny. And in the second movie, they're just leaning into the fact that it's a movie for gay people.
Yeah.
Like the Megan Twitter account, which is supposed to be framed as if it's Megan herself tweeting, will constantly tweet like, "I'm serving cunt."
My favorite is she made a tweet because someone made a post that was like,
Okay.
A little bit of context.
A little bit of context.
We're all familiar with Chucky the Killer Doll here. Okay.
Yes. The people know. People love.
Chucky has been consistently making films helmed by the same person for, I think, like 40 years now. Like, the same guy has been doing this. It's iconic. And not every Chucky thing is good or well made, but it's always got a clear vision from this one guy, Don Mancini. And so the latest thing that he did was Chucky had 3 seasons of a TV show on Sci-Fi. And am I going to say that the Chucky TV show is the best TV show on the planet? No.
That's Severance.
The first season was really good. The second season I didn't watch. The third season I saw like 4 episodes of, and I quite enjoyed it. It was it's campy. And the end of season 3 of Chucky has like a huge cliffhanger.
They're never gonna address.
And then for weeks and weeks and weeks, hashtag renew Chucky and hashtag save Chucky were trending on Twitter. It was like the most popular show on Paramount Plus. I think it was Paramount Plus or Peacock, one or the other. And people were like, okay, like, surely it's going to get a season 4. Surely this, like, fan, like, outcry will give it a season 4. And the cast was posting, like, very hopefully that they were going to get a season 4. And then they didn't get a season 4. They got canceled. They got canceled. Which, logically, I understand why, because it is a very, very expensive show to make. But then...
What does this have to do with Megan, Peter?
I'm getting there! God forbid a white man catch a vibe.
Oh my god.
So, in season 3 of Chucky, Chucky's in the White House, and he's, like, flipping through channels on the TV, and one of the things that he sees on the TV is the movie Megan. And he, like, makes fun of her, and, like, calls her, like, a ripoff or something. I don't remember the exact joke. But when this happened, the Megan Twitter account called him a bitch. Like, they were, like, beefing with each other on Twitter. Because the Chucky Twitter account also is in character as Chucky. So then, of course, Chucky season 3 got canceled. And then they haven't been able to make any new Chucky stuff. Nothing new has been announced. There's some kind of, like, copyright problems or something.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what. And so when the Megan 2 trailer came out, someone made a post that was, like, the sad Squidward staring out the window meme. And it's, Chucky watching Megan get her sequel. And Megan quote retweeted it with Chucky watching from the Kia Asylum.
Not the Kia Asylum.
I lost it.
That's so silly.
It's very good. It's very good. I love it when two queens work
I love when
together.
two queens fight.
Because I think a Chucky Megan crossover would be so funny. I think Chucky, FNAF, and Megan should do like a triple crossover.
The Kia Asylum is like a level of brain rot on Twitter that I don't quite understand. But that's fine.
I don't know who Kia is. I just know that she's got an asylum.
I know that the Kia Asylum is where people go to die, but I don't know what the Kia Asylum, like I don't know where that started.
I saw like a tweet explaining it, but I don't remember.
I'm too old for that. I'm too old for Twitter.
I'm exactly
I say that,
chronically
like-
online enough to know what Kia Asylum means. Watch it be pronounced Kaya.
Listen, I'm chronically online. I'm just chronically online in different sects of the internet. Like, ask me what's going on in wrestling. I know what's going on in wrestling. Ask me what's going on like fucking
I don't know
Twitter.
what's going on in wrestling.
I know. I am like sitting here. I finished this drafting for this pattern, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll start a second one. I don't know if I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm too old for that. Excuse me. I'd wager I'm the oldest person here. I love saying I'm too old for that because it's always really funny because I'm 23.
Hey, you're 24 tomorrow.
I'm 24 tomorrow. I'm 24 tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow.
I like that I could hear the yippee from your headphones.
I should have made today like a birthday themed stream but I did not because I'm a fraud.
You could do the post C2E2 stream.
That's
It's a
true.
birthday stream. A 1 week late birthday stream.
That's true. Post C2E2, we celebrate my birthday. We talk about what happened at C2E2. And that's
The little dead stare from Zen there was really good.
And who knows? Maybe we do like a tier list or something.
A tier
I
list?
will now. Yeah, when I first started streaming with Zanirith, when she was like her own VTuber persona and wasn't like Cos Payton, I did a tier list ranking FNAF characters by how much of a girl boss I think they are.
Oh my god, I remember this.
I think I should rank animatronics based on how gay they are.
Megan is at number 1.
Oh, she's in there too? Work.
Is she not an
I
animatronic?
was thinking
Oh,
FNAF.
you were thinking FNAF animatronics.
But you know what? I could do all sorts of animatronics and then I could add like Disney ones too.
I was thinking about like horror movie animatronics. Like Chucky's canonically bisexual.
Yeah. But like imagine FNAF animatronics, but then also like Disney animatronics too. And then Megan.
Oh my god. Sorry.
I think we just figured it out. I think we just figured out the vibe.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Victoria.
Epic Universe.
Victoria Frankenstein.
I gotta bring back Theme Park Friday and we just talk about Epic Universe.
Whoa.
There we go.
Whoa, animatronics. Buzzy.
Buzzy.
We found him.
Oh wait, he's kind of behind Zen. You can't really see him. There we go. There's Buzzy.
Did you
He's
know
over
that the
there.
original voice actress for Madame Leota was in the Beverly Hillbillies?
Leota Toombs?
Yeah. No. Like,
Oh, like the voice, not
yeah,
the
like
face?
the voice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because she also voiced Maleficent.
Also, happy early birthday. Thank you. I'm going to be a crisp 24, which in some sects of the internet means I'm halfway to death. Which in some sects of the internet means I'm too old to cosplay. I saw a post on TikTok the other day from a cosplayer who, when I checked their account, they were 15. And it was like a video of them lip syncing and they put text over it. And they were like, does anybody else feel weird when you see people above the age of 22 cosplaying? Like, shouldn't you be like going to work or something? And it made me laugh so hard because I'm like, who do you think?
Unfortunately, and most of the time it's not intentional, 15-year-olds are the funniest people on the internet.
No, seriously. I was the funniest 15-year-old, but that's because I was like horrifically obsessed with the hit film The Martian to a point that it was like ruining my life.
What was I doing? When
I'm 29. It's fine. You're fine. See, we're all fine.
I don't even know what I was doing when I was 15 on the internet. Tumblr.
You were into Be More Chill.
Let me do the math in my head real quick. Yeah, I was
thinking.
into Be More Chill.
You were into Be
I
More
was on
Chill.
Be More Chill Tumblr.
I seriously need to make you a little small PNG tuber that I can like trigger on and off when you're here that can just sit in the corner. I need a small Peter. I don't even have like a beautiful charm. Let me see if I can find one actually.
I need to draw a charm, or you need to draw a charm.
Yeah.
One or the other.
We need a new charm.
Because I haven't drawn charms in at least 4 years. Which is crazy to say.
I don't
out loud.
have the PNG tubers of make your own kind of music, sing your own kind of song anymore, I don't think. Because that was the last charm I drew.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're in here, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be an 80s Zen. They would be a D&D Zen.
That is... Oh!
Oh!
Wait! Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
God!
God! Oh, he's huge.
In case you ever wonder what I look like,
Yeah, this
it's
is
not that.
This is not what Peter looks like, but imagine if he did. Oh my god! The way it looks like you're just popping up from the bottom, like
I'm scary.
there's also a Zenirith one, in case anybody's curious. There is a sister to this.
These are Pedro Pascal and Nicholas Cage, from the hit film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which, if you have not seen, is the best movie ever made.
Look at them.
Oh my god, I'm trying to what did I see Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent a double feature with?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was
I wasn't
so long
there.
ago.
I wasn't there. I didn't live with you then.
Yeah.
You lived in Florida without me.
This was back when it made financial sense for me to go to the movie theaters
I
twice
was
in a
just
day.
talking about how expensive it was to go to the movies at the beginning of stream. No, we made these because I couldn't use the VTuber model at some point, but I was streaming with Peter, and so I was like, let's make these, and we'll have them show up instead of us. And you know what? I stand by them. They're silly.
They're funny.
They're funny
They're
and they're
really
cute. I need to draw a new Peter for the people.
A new charm.
Bands on bands on bands on bands. Sing it, baby, no money.
2,
2,
2,
4,
2.
6, 8. Who do we appreciate? That's baby, no money. He's always up to something.
I really like being on Baby No Money TikTok because I love seeing all of the art that people have put in.
Oh, I
for
thought
his
you were gonna
art
say the
contest.
discourse.
No, I can't take Baby No Money discourse seriously because so much of it is he didn't choose the art that I like the most for his art contest. It's like, guys, there can only be one winner.
Yeah, people are being really mean about the winner because Baby No Money held an art contest to see who would be the single, like the cover of the single for his most recent song. And he held like an art contest, and people could like post their art on TikTok and tag him, and then he would pick a winner. And he picked a winner, and the winner's art is great.
It's really
The
good.
winner's art is beautiful, and people are mad. People are big mad about it. People are so mad because they're like, this person should have won, or this person should have won, or this person's art sucks and it doesn't embody the song. And it's like, can we calm down? Can we all breathe?
Yeah, because it's like, because Baby No Money recently has been doing like a couple different contests. Like he did a Baby No Money cosplay contest as well, where it's, you can cosplay as Baby No Money. And there was like a prize. I don't know what the prize was. I think it was like money.
Probably.
And someone obviously needed to win the contest.
And people are mad.
And people are mad because like, well, why didn't this person win? Why didn't this person win? And it's like, there were so many people.
I hate to tell you guys this. Breathe. It is not that deep. You gotta breathe.
Yeah.
This is TikTok.
But I love seeing all of the art for Meant to Be. I think the songs, I haven't listened to the full song yet. I don't know if the full song's out.
I think
But
it is. I don't know.
I love the snippet from TikTok because he has such a nice voice. Like singing like slow.
Yeah.
And it's nice getting to hear a Baby No Money song. This is obviously no offense to like any of his other songs.
But
that isn't like I don't want to say carried by its sample because that sounds really mean when I say that.
Don't be mean to Baby No Money on stream. Come on now. Be nice to him.
But it's nice hearing like a different sound from him.
Yes.
The variety.
The variety.
I still think It Boy is my favorite song from him though.
Yes.
I love It Boy.
It Baby No Money just makes like fun music.
Yeah.
I just think his music's fun. People are like, ugh, his music's not like blah blah blah. I'm like,
He's cringe.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm having fun. That's what matters.
Baby No Money's cringe. I watch professional wrestling.
That's true. You know what? Actually, I didn't give a 360 of the pattern. Let me give you a 360 of the pattern we were working on. Let me turn off Little Charm. Oh, there he goes.
Goodbye, Little Charm.
Can we
Lois, spin around.
Lois, spin around. Can we have a moment for this, please?
I love how shiny the gold is.
I love making the gold render as metal.
Yeah.
Little moment. Little spin.
I like the cutouts on the arms.
I think the little heart
They're so
cutouts
cute.
are so cute. Little spin around. I love the silly bottle. Little spin.
I love
I love a Miku.
I love Miku.
I love patterning a Miku. I think this is the 4th or 5th Miku I've ever patterned for people.
Yeah, because you did default Miku.
I did default Miku. That was most recently. That one was
Yeah.
just for me and to make a pattern. I've done Maneki Miku. I've done another Miku. Oh, Magical Mirai. Yippee! And now I've done this one.
No, I love seeing all the different Miku cosplays on TikTok because there was recently I don't know if you all heard about the Miku lookalike contest.
The Miku lookalike contest was such a delight.
Which
I loved it being a legal Miku lookalike contest. I love it. Yay! I will send you like proper renders and the proper email and stuff like later and just go over a couple things with you and
Gonna
get
do-
like final approval.
yeah,
Chef's kiss and all that
little
stuff.
edits and stuff.
Yeah, gonna do a couple of edits off stream, but for a
Did some mining off camera.
did some mining off camera. You know how it is. But I like it. I think it looks fun. No, the Miku lookalike contest has been beautiful. I've been loving seeing all the Miku cosplays who went to the lookalike contest and how I love that Miku has just become like a basic thing that you can interpret how you want.
I think my favorite recent Miku I've seen is oh my god, I don't know
Miku?
the cos no.
Oh, I love
yes,
Miku.
but no. I don't know
I
the
love
cosplayer's name, but it's Fishing Miku. And the pigtails
Our
are
fish.
fish.
Yes.
And I saw that and I was like, oh my god.
Yes, I have loved Fish Miku. That one's been so funny.
No, it makes me want to cosplay a Miku.
I want to cosplay a Miku so bad, that's why I patterned Miku.
Yeah.
I remember I bought a Miku cosplay in like 2021 online and it didn't fit me and they ended up selling it to somebody. And I hope they love it out there. Whoever owns it these days. I don't remember who bought it. But now I want to make a Miku. Thank you again. It's super fascinating to watch you pattern it out. I'm so glad that you stopped by and were able to watch it kind of come to life. I always love... It's like kind of nerve-wracking, but also really fun when people who commission me show up on stream while I'm working on their commission. Because I don't know, it's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like scary because I'm like, what if you're watching me work and you hate it? And you're afraid to tell me. But then at the same time, it's also like, I like showing off my process.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun. And I think it's fun to kind of see something that you're paying for come together. So. I just made a little fart noise with my mouth. But then I realized you wouldn't be able to tell. You would just thought that I farted on stream.
No tongue out render, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zen does not have a tongue out, which is a little sad. She can't go like, bit. She just goes,
I wish that you could move her arm so she's pointing behind her.
I paid Bunchata for a new toggle, which is just the YouTuber thumbnail point. That would be really
I love
funny.
the YouTuber thumbnail point. It's probably like I've recently been started doing drag. And I've been doing makeup and taking pictures, and every time I take pictures, I have to do one where I'm doing the YouTuber thumbnail point
It's very important.
because it's funny to me.
It is very important.
I need to edit those pictures.
You do need to edit those pictures. Oh, good. Tiny Charm is back. Thank God.
Sure.
Ad break.
Whoa.
Scary. The scary advertisements. The scary advertisements.
What's going on?
What's going on? Bing, bing. Let's raid somebody. Let's raid somebody, and then I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Hell yeah.
Let's raid Rayspark, who is a really wonderful artist with one of the most gorgeous live 2D models
Oh
for
my
VTuber that I've ever
goodness.
seen. It's so good. Go show
raid.
your love. Thank you guys for coming to stream. Love and peace and joy and whimsy and hearts and merriment
Goodbye, everybody.
and joy and delight.
I love you.
If Peter loves you.
I love you.
Blowing multiple kisses. Thanks, have a good dinner. I will. I don't know what I'm eating, but I'll have something good.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Wink.
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 Okay, sending you away now.
Alright,
Goodbye,
everybody.
everybody.